Well, Glencore is planning to sell its 25% stake in Lonmin at a point, but it's highlighted that it's simply because it doesn't fit into its stable of assets. It's non-core at this stage of the game, and Ivan Glasenberg, CEO of the company, saying they're still very committed to South Africa. To get his take on the deal and what to expect from here on forward is Peter Major of Cadiz Corporate Solutions. Thanks so much, Peter, for joining us today. So we almost missed it here at the mining in Durban, the news that's flowed through today. What have you made of the announcement?
I suppose it was overdue in coming, and without a doubt, it is non-core. Glencore took over Estrada over a year ago. This is an acquisition that Estrada made back in 2007, 2008, when a lot of things looked different. Platinum was $2,200 an ounce. Estrada had taken over Lucas Perulis' Eland's Platinum for over $1 billion. They had a JV on another platinum mine. So the world's changed a lot. Glencore is a lot different from Estrada. And without a doubt, it's non-core. You hate selling something at the bottom, even though it's non-core. So this dividend distribution in specie, it makes sense.
Talk us through that and what exactly that means.
We've seen it in quite a few of the mining houses, and we're going to see it with Billiton shortly, how they've put a lot of their non-core assets, their small assets, they've put them all in one company. I think it's called South 34. And they're going to just distribute that to each shareholder, and then he can decide what he wants to do. So if you are a Glencore shareholder, you're going to get so many shares in Lonmin Platinum. And then you can buy more, you can sell it, or you can just hold it. So it means each individual shareholder gets to decide, does he want to hold Lonmin?
Oh, which way do you see things swinging on this one when it comes to that shareholder approval?
I worry it's going to put pressure on the share price, because probably most shareholders who bought Glencore don't want a little bitty holding in a platinum company in South Africa that unfortunately has a very messy history. It's got a lot of debt, and it's hard to see platinum prices going up. It's hard to see how that company's ever going to pay a dividend. And so I worry that probably most Glencore shareholders would say, I never bought Glencore for this, I'm not going to hold it.
What do you think this spells for the other platinum assets that sit within Glencore's stable right now? Because they haven't mentioned anything, but surely they stand on the block too.
Yeah, you're right. They must be on the block. If you're going to sell a 24% shareholding in Lonmin, which is listed and liquid, you're definitely going to review your other holding of Eland's Platinum, which is much, much smaller. So I would think logically you would want to sell that, or sell it to an existing producer. Are you going to sell it to somebody who's never been in platinum? I doubt it. So it's going to be tough to dispose of Eland's. Their JV, it'll be much easier. They probably have some agreement with their partner to take those shares up.
Yeah, of course, I joked about it at the beginning that we would have missed this headline because we're so consumed by all that's happening at the mining in Durban, and that seems pretty contradictory because we're amidst it all and in the heat of it all. What have you been making of the conversations that have been happening right now, and has it influenced to any extent your view on the platinum sector specifically?
Yes, it has. First of all, it's been a very positive endowment. It's been more positive than any of us expected. The positiveness is through most of Africa, but certainly sub-Saharan. And there's a general positiveness on South Africa. Eskom hasn't hardly been mentioned at all. And labor troubles haven't hardly been mentioned at all. And I saw Neil Froneman last night, and we were talking about labor trouble on Beatrix with the two unions fighting it out. And it's amazing how quick he was able to resolve it himself without any government intervention. So there's definitely a positive attitude here. People don't think the platinum prices are going up immediately. And I don't hear too many people saying I want to get into platinum. But there's a real general optimism here throughout. Private equity, mines, suppliers.
In your view, is it warranted optimism?
I think it is. This country still has the most minerals, the best deposits. Everybody agrees with that. And even though commodity prices have fallen, they knew they were too high. We all knew they were too high, and they've only fallen to their long-term average. At these prices, most South African mines can still make money and cover their costs, where a lot of their competitors can't. So, yeah, I think the optimism is warranted, but optimism doesn't mean people are writing checks. It means they're going to really watch us and stay in touch. But writing checks, that's different.
Let's leave it there. Peter, thanks so much. Always a pleasure. Of course, Peter Major is with Cadiz Corporate Solutions.